Welcome to another POV style video. This time I'm taking my 2023 BMW M3 competition for a spin, and you can pretend that you are doing it. Now, 2023 can be recognized by these 50th anniversary badges, 50th anniversary of the M division, and I believe 100th anniversary of BMW Motors. But essentially, this is the car in beautiful Marina Bay blue. The car has been slightly modified to my liking to give it that OEM Plus look, which includes H&R 550 low-wing springs and 15mm spacers. I also fitted the car with a CS style front lip and side skirts, and with this stance I get no rubbing and it looks absolutely perfect. The car has been PPF'd in the front as well as the carbon roof, which is absolutely beautiful. Look how amazing this carbon roof is. It also has been PPF'd. On top of the PPF, I had the car ceramic coated, which gives it this amazing shine, and I get a ton of compliments on this color, especially when you accent it with the black wheels. Now, what's hiding behind the black wheels, and I prefer to show you the front, are these massive gold calipers. Gold in a BMW M division signifies carbon ceramic brakes, and these are indeed carbon ceramic brakes. I've been driving this car like this for the last week. This is the dust that it generates, and the bite is incredible. From now on, every new car and performance car that I'm getting, I'm speccing it with carbon ceramic brakes. Of course, to those who notice, I'm also sporting my world famous TLG guards, which help protect the sides of this beautiful wide body machine. Everything that I'm talking about, by the way, I'm linking for you in the description in case you are interested in getting it yourself. From the back, the car doesn't look as aggressive as other performance sedans, but I made it more aggressive by fitting, again, this carbon fiber CS, or M Performance actually, style rear diffuser. And you can see I've got these wide exhaust tips because I'm also sporting a full Valvetronic titanium exhaust. Full after the second downpipes. I have two OEM downpipes. I don't want to mess with the cats. And then after the cats, I attach this Valvetronic exhaust, which gives me full valve control, full-ish, because at cold start, it was still loud. So what I did was I actually tuned the car. We tuned it with Brian over at Keys, and I am at over 650 wheel horsepower, which makes this car an absolute rocket. Before we take a look inside, let me show you the engine that's powering this car. And maybe even before that, take a look at it. Look how mean this car looks. It is one of the most beautiful cars from the front. Not so much from the back, but that's okay. I always back into a parking spot. But let's open up the hood. Two pulls, which reveals this absolutely stunning 4.4 liter twin turbocharged V8. This is where the turbochargers are sitting. Under these covers, I'm running performance air filters. I also removed the particulate filters. But yeah, this is otherwise a pretty stock looking engine bay. On the inside, I love my black leather. I'm not usually a fan of two-tone leather, so I specifically wanted something black. And I do have kids, although I've trained them to be very clean. My son still uses a booster, and my daughter doesn't. But you can see it's pretty clean in there. But I still wanted something black just in case they drop something and I don't, it doesn't leave a stain. So black leather is perfect for it. And this leather, I've got to say, it is super soft. Look, 26,000 miles on the car. There's no wear on the bolster. The leather feels like new. I do treat it. I do condition it. So that has a lot to do with it. But take a look at it. One of the coolest features of this car is soft closing doors. Check this out. As long as you bring it in a little bit, the ultimate luxury and performance in one package. How can you not love this car? But now it's time to climb behind the wheel and take the car for a quick spin. First thing I always do is I like to put, well, after we start it, sport display is on, I like to put it in M mode because if you put it in M mode, it gives you the better displays. I did turn off the head-up display. I don't want to get in trouble while making this video. And here you've got our sport displays. I will show you how I usually have this car set up. So I keep it in sport on the engine, because if you put it in sport plus, this is what it sounds like. If you were to see my face now, it would be full cringe. So I keep it in sport, no burbles, still the same amount of power. Chassis in sport plus, especially when I'm riding on all-season tires. Steering in comfort, I like my steering to be super light. MX drive, so you can either put the car in two-wheel drive mode, which means only the rear wheels are providing power, but that means traction control is disabled. So I like to keep it in four-wheel drive sport, which still gives me that sort of rear bias, but keeps me safe with the front drive. Without any further ado, let's take it for a spin. By the way, this shifter takes a bit of getting used to. So to put in drive, down and to the right, to put it in reverse, down and forward, kind of, you know, it takes a while to get used to, but you can do adjust how fast the transmission shifts. You see these lines here, they correspond to these lines there, you see next to the D. So this is the sluggish, this is medium, and this is as hardcore as possible. RPM also is affected by it. In other words, if you're cruising on the highway and you put in the slowest shifter setting, it'll get to that lowest gear as quickly as possible. All right, ready? Left foot on the brake. Holy moly, this car is so quick. Every time I drive it, every time I step on it, I get surprised with how quick this car is. I also get surprised at how heavy it is. It's definitely not as nimble as my F80 M3 that I had. But look, merging into heavy traffic, not a problem with this vehicle. I want to take you on some twisties in this car, because this is where the car really surprises a lot of people. Despite its weight, and despite the way it looks, and despite that it's a family sedan, it handles so well in the twisties. The M Performance suspension has been redesigned for the 2021 generation, so in the LCI version, and a lot of people complained about the previous setup. This one is absolutely amazing, and even with the lowering springs that I have, I don't feel any bounciness. The car is not comfortable. It just handles really well, surprisingly well. But also, let's not kid ourselves, it is still a family sedan, but still. And when you pair it with this top of the line 8-speed non-dual clutch automatic transmission, you get the best of both worlds, because you get the fast shifts, but you also get smooth shifting at low speeds. It's something that DCT owners, unfortunately, cannot brag about. Oh, another cool thing about this car is obviously the speed, which could also get you in a lot of trouble, which is why you should invest in a radar detector. I'm gonna shut up now for a little bit so you can enjoy the drive. we caught up to a Mustang. Maybe it's a good sign because we can now put the car in rear-wheel drive mode and see who can spin out first. Just kidding, just kidding. Rear-wheel drive. You could whip crazy burnouts in rear-wheel drive mode. Something that we will not do because, one, I love having a driver's license, and two, I don't like spending a lot of money replacing tires, but it is so easy to spin the wheels with no all-wheel drive. But anyways, I don't need to take this car on the highway to show you how fast it is or how comfortable it is. I hope it was evident from this video, and I hope this video kind of demonstrated to you how amazing this car is. I'm not just saying it because I own it. Before I purchased it, I did a lot of research in terms of what is important to me when it comes to a car, and it's a couple of things. For starters, it's uniqueness. I wanted something cool that not many people have, and the F90 M5 competition is definitely it. I wanted something fast, although now maybe this is a little too fast. The older I get, the more I'm afraid of faster cars. I kid you not. I like to go fast at the track. On the street, not so much. And also I wanted a level of luxury, and this car gives me that too. Oh, massaging seats. I forgot to tell you, this car has massaging seats. I mean, this is crazy. Of course, the massaging seats are not the best, but still, they're massaging seats. So this car to me has it all, and it's the last M5 because before it became really heavy and before it became a hybrid machine, something that I'm not really crazy about. To me, an M car should not be a hybrid car. An M car should be a proper either V8, straight six, whatever it is, but it should be just the engine and the transmission. There should be nothing in between, which is why I took this car, which is why I bought this car. And I'm not really excited about the new one at all, despite the fact that it comes in a wagon, something that many enthusiasts would absolutely love. Anyways, there's a motorcycle right there. We're gonna give ourselves some room before we conclude this exciting video. All right, let's do it one last time. Left foot on the brake. You are spinning tires in third gear, and you could probably be spinning it in fourth gear. Not so. Absolute bananas. All right, let's keep ourselves in between the lines. Anyways, I'm curious to hear what you have to say about this car, and I'm also gonna let you in a little secret, if you watch till the end, that every day I get an itch to sell it. Not because I don't like this car, but because it scares me. I'm afraid of what this car can do. Because with just a little bit of distraction, this car could kill you. And I don't want that to happen to me. I love my family, I want to be around for a while, but it's very easy to get stupid while driving this car. So even though I don't do it that often, but sometimes when you have some fun, you do push it, and you look down on the speedo and you realize that you're going way, way, way too fast than you should be. So maybe right now we're gonna stay behind this motorcycle and keep ourselves in check. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.